it has once been shifted as a result of court order, and some people are still complaining. What do you think is that?
Well, thank you very much. Well, I think they're exercising their constitutional right. When you feel your right is being infringed upon, you have every right to challenge it, to seek for legal redress, and that's what they are doing. But be that as it may, you see, INEC has on few occasions bent either backward or forward to you to appeal that it should extend voter registration exercise, which is done.
In their offices, those who appear in the offices were among the 3 million that were able to have their PVC. But these people, this Nigerian way, and I think we have to change.
Nigerian time.
Nigerian time, thank you. We have all come to understand. And you see, on serious issues, like, I remember, I think it was JAM or so, they wanted the biometrics of this. Now, after giving so many times, and they were called upon, they were forced to abandon. We can't continue like this. You see, we continue to do the same thing the same way. It's only expect us to get a different result. We must change. Look, I remember very well under this Buhari and Diaga, when they went in the university then, I came home. In fact, I was almost stranded. The usual belief, no, they will extend it. Nigeria allow, they will extend. Unfortunately, they didn't extend it. Now, some of the things we felt, this white thing, oh, it is draconian. What I'm saying in effect is that these people have the constitutional right. They have gone to court. Let's see what the court will do. But I think if they can learn their lesson from this, if they are not given opportunity, next time when deadlines are given, you try to keep to it. But this idea that, oh, hey, we are Nigerians now, no, I think it must change. Look, the whites, another people, even in Nigeria, there are some people who keep to time. And in Australia, I have 2 people. They are my role models when it comes to keeping time. Onago of Okila, Baba Bolani Adedokun, is one man. Look, I have attended about 3 programs at NUG. On all the 3 occasions, Baba was there before the organizers. In fact, in one of the occasions, I was in the car with one of the officials. I will not name the official. When we saw Baba,
let me put it that way, meaning that INEC don't have overwhelming control on its production and what have you. So if we are to consider all this, is it feasible?
It is held periodically. When it is held, it is exclusive right of INEC to decide when such exercise takes place, and that is what exactly INEC is doing. And because of the number of inputs that go into production of the PVC, it cannot continue to be a kind of continuous thing. When I feel like going, I just go to one corner and get myself registered. No, it shouldn't be that. And as Muri said, it is a reflection of a lack of time consciousness in this country. People don't take appointments seriously. You know, they believe you just can go there anytime and get attended to. That no, I think this will teach. Let's wait for what the court will if the court will encourage this kind of practice of not keeping to time, not keeping to appointment. Let's see, but it cannot be a continuous exercise. It will have a starting point and a closing point. I think that's what I support it.
Okay, now, the general election will come up in February or thereabouts. Yeah. That's about 4 or 5 months away now. Yeah. You will agree with that hundreds of Nigerians will attain the age of 18, the year specified by our constitution to having qualified to exercise your franchise. Definitely will have minimum of 100 Nigerians, or 100,000 rather, of Nigerians in the next 5 months that will attain that age before the day of election.
Registered voters. But now, they can tell you that in Osun State, we have 5,000 registered voters. 2,000 are male. They can give you the biometric
statistics.
The statistics. They can easily give you. So they are ready to go. They are good to go. So I think that is safer. So that we know the number of people we are expecting and the voting. But if it continues ad infinitum, to election day, then I think there could be some problems.
There could be manipulation.
Manipulations. So that will crop up. So I think it's safer like this. Yes, in the short run, we may disenfranchise some people, but eventually they will make it up.
I think the point must be made that we've never had this kind of agitation in the past, but it appears there's this awareness. Everybody is conscious of his voting right. Maybe because of the desire to change the narrative this time around. And I think you've had cases of...
So the next topic now, and let's see what happens in the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. We have to...
We are not expecting too much. Our government has not been there for us. So you shouldn't be living the life we are living now. So, but for outsiders, well, the market is there, they can do business and they can cut corners. And certainly, if you have to do big time business, difficult decisions, particularly on a subsidy. Yes, there's no two way about it. But if you are at the top there and you have the next
question, the rationale behind the decision of these people to become Nigerians, going by what their countries provide. Maybe the case of one man's meat is another man's poison. But ordinarily, one would have expected that somebody from a German citizen, maybe Pakistani because of crisis in Pakistan, and maybe from countries that have crisis. But when you have people like somebody from Germany, wanting to become a Nigerian, you begin to wonder what could have happened. But a few of them gave reasons why they decided to be Nigerians. Mostly was because of their business. I think I read 1, 2, or 3 of them who gave reasons. One man said he has been doing business in the last 20 years. And he has been making, so why can't he continue? The fear of going back to his country is also there, but I think...
one even said he has been here 42 years.
Yes.
Since 1979.
So we wish them good luck, and you see, it's a dicey thing. Let me assure you, even if people now tend to want to go to Canada and Dubai now, I think these are the 2 areas that are very attractive to Nigerians now. But even there are some people now who, if Dubai and Canada ask all Nigerians who want to become citizens, because some of us will not go, in spite of what we believe we are facing here. Yes. So that makes the case for these people who have decided to become Nigerian. I said, let's wish them the best of luck and good stay.
Mr. Labola, we have, just as we observed a while ago, one said he has been living here for some 42 years, and he has been making effort to become, and they are making effort to become Nigerians. Some say for 2 decades, some for... Do we actually have the criteria that must be fulfilled before you can be naturalized as a Nigerian? Do you actually have...
All countries have it. Now, one of the things is you must have been in the country for a number of years. The number of years, I don't know. That is one. 2, you must have been of good behavior. Because in your businesses, in your business transactions, and where you live, some people will be asked to, you have to make somebody your reference point. So that person, so in your business transactions and where you reside, people around you must be able to say something about you before. It's not automatic, but I want to believe that those who apply are more than this.
No.
Yes, so you have to meet a certain criteria. But you see, one of the enticing things about those people, attracting them to Nigeria, is the fact that in Nigeria, if you are at the top, in fact, you don't want to go outside the country. If you are well connected, if you know how to reach the right places at the right time, my brother, you don't want to do.
If you belong to the cabal.
If you that cabal, to live? Because you have everything at your beck and call. So you can walk into any place, you get the connection, the contract will be given to you and all. So you now feel that, okay, if I go outside there, if I go back to my country, now I've established myself in Nigeria. So if I get to Germany, it's not as if you are going to pick money from the ground. You are going to work. So if you have acclimatized yourself to here and you have become accustomed to the food, to the environment, your business is thriving, you now ask yourself, why do you have to go back to a place where you have to start life all over again? So I think that is the major attraction, but it's not automatic. You have to fulfill certain conditions. You must have lived here for some years and you must be of good behavior because that's very paramount.
And they must have been paying their taxes when
of course.
I believe there have been some security checks on them
yes.
to certify their suitability for what they are asking for. And you see, we've had a lot of them in the past. When you were young, like in Ibadan, you have a street called Lebanon Street. That's where you have Lebanese, you have Indians. And you know Remozad, a successful Lebanese in Ibadan, who was even married Nigerians. So they have so much integrated into the system to the extent that some of them some of their children don't even know their parents' home country. So I think it's a periodic exercise. I think it's every year or about, but there's a limit to which they can go. And I think with becoming citizens now, they have all the rights as Nigerians. I don't know. Maybe there are some restrictions, there are some areas.
No, I think
maybe
they can't go for
being
political
voted for. I don't know.
They can't.
Okay, now let's looking at this story itself. The headline: 286 foreigners conferred with Nigerian citizenship. Which kind of image does it to outside Nigeria? What does it say about Nigeria?
Well, it all depends. Now, it shows that Nigerians are accommodating. It shows that in spite of our population, we can still integrate people to be part of us. I think that's the good. I think that's the major impression. That's the thought that will come to one's mind. That in spite of all our challenges, we still have room to accommodate people to be part of us. 280.
What about our image? And to those who want to do businesses in Nigeria, Saki?
Well, I think it is complementary. It is very complementary. That in spite of the challenges we have, in spite of the way this country has been projected outside, and we still have as much as 283 foreigners, 86 foreigners wanting to become Nigerians. It is complementary. It shows that there is hope in this country. And if you look at the nationalities, we have German, we have Britain, we have Lebanese, we have Pakistanis. I think there are some Ghanaians also there. Yeah, I think one or two are there. So it is very complementary. It's good for our image
and our businesses.
Yes.
So this should also attract investment.
Yes.
Foreign investment.
Yes.
Now, let's say, looking at insecurity in Nigeria, some people believe that it is overstretched or over bloated or something like that. And you recall that our president said a while ago that we are not, those who should sell his government are not doing enough. So to this set of people, they must have confidence in our president, in the presidency, in the leadership. You cannot surrender, orally you will not surrender yourself to an environment or a law or a society where you don't trust the system and the leadership.
Well, I don't think they looked at it from that point. Well, that's a point. But the second thing is, why will not be president forever? No. If you have a good leader today, honestly, people will wonder, people will marvel. Is this same country? Is this same country? Now, because you see, Nigeria is, I don't want to use the word overblessed. We have quantum of humongous resources. So if you get a leader, so those who believe in it, no, those are some of us even who don't have opportunity. Oh, it is Kafancha. Next tomorrow, so when this is going on, then okay, do you know that some people are doing turn the first name of the Minister of Communication, Minister of Information to something else? They have changed his name now. But because they believe that all he is saying about the government is not true, so they have changed it. So that's what I'm so. And you can't market a government more than what the Minister of Information is doing. So I think, and since the narrative is changing now, the narrative is changing. So since it is changing, it will be easier for anybody to market the government. And if that happens, the country will be better off. Even foreign direct investment that was coming into Nigeria has been halted in a way, all because of this insecurity. If farmers can go to farm, look at the inflationary rate, the highest 20.52, the highest in about 17 years. 17 years. Is that a commendable thing? It's not. People are striving just to make ends meet. At all, money is not there. But whether you have money or you don't have, you have to feed. You can't continue fasting every day. So these are some of the negatives the government has to look at. And look at the exchange rate too. Has no help matters. Farmers cannot go to farm. You cannot import. It depends only on.
Okay, let's look at the conditions that must be fulfilled before you can be naturalized. The applicant must be of full age and capacity, that is 18 and above. And the person must also be of good character. The person must have shown a clear desire to be resident in the country, and the person has to fulfill the residential requirement needed to become a citizen. Then he will also pay. The application fee is $750, which included 85 biometric services. So at times, nations also charges fees when you apply
to get naturalized.
It's like obtaining a form to go to a university. You have to pay. And I am aware that in UK is over $1,000. How would you react to this?
Well, the requirements are tenable. You can't have that kind of status for free. And I think the requirements are not too stringent for somebody who is serious about it. They've made a lot of money in the country, so they have to part with them. But if it means that if they have children who are under 18, they won't be qualified to become nationals. That is the implication of the requirement. They wait till they become 18 for them to apply.
It will show that you are an adult.
It means a family of about 6. If all of them qualify to apply, each of them will pay that kind of money. That's some money for the country.
Yes. They also do some background check. The Minister of Interior will also do some background check. They spend money. So I think it's okay.
I think it's okay. Still okay.
$750.
Still okay.
So the conditions are.
They are terrible.
They are legal.
Yes.
But what about if a Nigerian want to become a US citizen? Is it as liberal as this, or we have so many people here? I mean, so many people there, very few people here.
Yes, the number of immigration from Nigeria to US is far higher than those over. Except, of course, during this visa lottery thing. Under visa lottery, maybe the conditions may be a little bit. But ordinarily, you want to go there. Of course, if they need you to, the condition.
Because our nurses and doctors.
Our nurses and doctors, for those that know they are professionals, they will relax the conditions. But ordinarily, a desperado, they will charge you.
It is not easy.
Want to travel, maybe holidays. But it not be this desperate thing that I must go to here. And you see, funny enough, there are some if they narrate the true experience of what they go through there, my brother, you don't want to go there.
The Nigerians too have terrible experiences too. There will always be experiences everywhere.
I know, what I'm saying is, you see, the impression, I was involved in the 80s. In fact, it's as if I was going there and then just pick money. And the man look at me and say, Nigeria is very rich. In fact, it was that man that changed my orientation. See, Nigeria is very rich. Do anything on the land, it will germinate. And then over there, yes, you get job, but you have to work for every penny you earn, and you have to pay tax. You can't escape it. Here now it's not as easy. In those days, you never come and cut off your life. The next thing you find another letter.
But finally, up till now, are still walking on the streets freely, as if nothing happened, and we are now saying we want to be arresting those who engage in hate speeches.
Well, of course, we don't need to engage in a character assassination during campaign. We said it here, I think last week, we are talking of issue-based campaign, not mounting the rostrum and start assassinating the character. It's not civilized enough. And police have drawn that instruction. We believe it will not be used. It will not take its course.
And according to the police said it will prosecute violators in accordance with relevant laws, Cybercrime Act, Electoral Act, and Terrorism Act.
Yes, well, you see, we are all opportunists. And things like this only give the police, in some cases, the opportunity to misuse the powers bequeathed to them. Ordinarily, like the captain said, there are some laws already, extant laws, that can take care of these things. Well, the emphasis, well, maybe, okay, on the cyberspace, well, most of these young elements in all the political parties will resort to the cyberspace. That's where they do most of their things. But the paramount thing is, our campaign should be issue-based. Let us see what individual. Today is 19. Yes. There's one this seminar or workshop or symposium organized by the Nigeria, this national, something in conjunction with Kuka Center. Now they are inviting the presidential candidates, their media people, to attend, I think one day this thing. Then they'll discuss on issues. I think there are so many problems bedeviling the country now. So I think we need it more than, Atiku did this at this time, Asiwaju did this. We should concentrate, because the way the country is going and the way things are, I think we need to be more serious. I mean, it's not only mounting the soapbox and telling us I will do this. How do you intend to achieve it? Because 2015 has taught most of us lessons. We are going to build one refinery every year. We are going to give people who don't earn some money a certain allowance. Nothing was forthcoming. So this time around, we are going to build industry. Okay, fine, the industry you are going to build, how are you going to build it? We must be interested. So in every human situation, you may have one or two people that may go overboard. Unfortunately, on both major parties, the APC and those people who are the spokesperson too, they are garrulous in nature. Yeah. You see, what we talk about is not what we are interested in. What we are not interested in what Melayo or what Festus Kiamo will do. Let them face the issues and let us see how that will affect the material benefit of Nigerians rather than maybe character assassination.
Okay, Saki, if we want to look at this hate speech in a real sense, it is more of broadcasting or more of broadcast. Because when politicians speak, most times some radio stations, TV stations engage in live transmission of some of these campaigns. where we have some of these words that are
that they should behave responsibly, particularly when they are on live program. If it is recorded, you can edit whatever you believe is out there. That's where you have hate speeches. I think there's also be hate publications also, so that so that newspapers also will be brought into the net.
No, the advantage is the gatekeepers, they will edit it. So certainly if they find something offensive. But in the case of life, he has already said it. You don't know what he's going to say. So if you know what he's going to say, you check it out. Don't say it. But life thing, so he has said it. So but I think what the NBC can do, and that's if they have the chance to do it, if any speech is considered as offensive to the sensibility of Nigerians, maybe after that particular broadcast, you can invite such a person and let him know. But the deal will have been done.
You invite a presidential candidate.
Oh, the presidential candidate should not be above the law.
Okay. Now, Sasaki, let's look at it this way. He mentioned National Broadcasting Commission, and we all know that NBC controls media.
Is the policeman of the area.
Not the individuals who speak on TVs and radio. Now, if someone engages in a speech, naturally NBC will find a radio station or that television station.
Yeah.
Why can't that law be amended to accommodate the particular individual who, of course, knew what he should say, but went beyond that and engaged in hate speech?
Well, I don't think that would be proper, because it's the radio or broadcast station that submitted his platform for that man to come, and before he comes or before he came, you will have paid. So that makes it difficult for NBC to now interfere. NBC has supervisory role on broadcasting stations, not on individuals who participate and programs and broadcast.
When they become uncontrollable, what happens?
And then it is the responsibility of the station. You have to educate your guest that, look, of course you cannot.
So the life of they are also the guests. They are also guests.
They are the guests. They are the guests. So NBC does not have business with the individuals, but the station they superintend over.
But if you look at this warning coming from police is not talking about them, it's talking about the politicians. Of course, they must have, is the police expecting the late or at campaign rallies that will not be, who will record the voices as evidence? I want to be they must also liaise with the media to get
they have to relate. I don't know how the police will go about it, picking on the speaker without picking on the platform the speaker used to spread what is considered as hate speech. If the man has said it in his bedroom, it won't amount to hate speech anyway. But because he mounted the rostrum and said it publicly, the rostrum that man used and the man who said it, I think both of them should be
the platform and the
yes. I support that because since you don't know, if you know what he's going to say, you can check him. But you don't know, he has already said it. And you did not give him the platform to say something that is considered as hate speech, and he has already said it. So I think there should be some form of sanction, however little, against those who make those what is considered as hate speech, so that it may be a lesson to others.
I think there's a way you have been used to in the past. You have to be very alert when you're on the console. When you discover this speaker is about to make speech that will amount to hate speech, you just reduce what we call the console. Yes, you just reduce the volume.
Okay.
So that will mute the guest.
And you break up
when you start talking sense.
Is that not against the agreement? You collected money.
It's a way of saving yourself some embarrassment. Although the man can sue.
Yes. But how did the man pay because of that particular thing? He wanted to see. Final note, anything to add?
Well, now that I think people, you are in dire straits. So what will help the economy and what will help Nigerians should be the major thing at our soap boxes. Even in the cyberspace too, rather than mudslinging, rather than character assassination, people should tell us what they can do better than the others. But certainly something better, not the rhetorics we are used to.
Exactly.
Well, I think Nigerians should this time around shine our eyes, because the situation has been so difficult, and you need a good leader. Good leadership will emerge right from the campaign level. You start analyzing what individuals say, not just voting blindly. You may be a supporter of a political party, or may not be, the candidate will not be the person who is likely to do what is. So you must be able to differentiate between candidate and political party this time around, because you are in a dire strait. You need a leader that will change things quickly. Not the kind of leader who spent the first 4 years to study the situation before now planning for second time, which may not come anyway.
That's how far time will permit us, or do I say that's how far we'll be able to go, because we still have some 2-3 minutes, and we cannot move away from the issues of discussions today, so we have to end it here. And the message is simple: we must allow our campaigns to be issues-based. Character assassination should not be part of our campaign. We should follow all the rules as spelled out in our laws. According to the police, we have the Cybercrime Act, the Electoral Act, and the Terrorism Act. And that's even why all these political parties have legal units.
Yes.
Those units should be able to guide them accordingly, so that Nigeria will continue to be a peaceful country that it has been known for. So let me appreciate Kauda Didire for finding time to be here.
It's always been fun.
And I will also appreciate your contribution.
Thank you for having me.
In this room, we'll be back tomorrow. My name is Abiodun Oladele. We'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.
Mondays to Fridays, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. in the newsroom. You can't afford to miss it.